Okay, so firstly, you contradict yourself in this video. So let's just show this real quick. He's remember, guys, he goes out of he's going to show certain clips, even though he's talking about the sponsor right now in this particular frame of the video. There are all kinds of screenshots he can show of the sponsor's images. You know, he doesn't have to show this specific portion of the app called Imprint that he is pushing on us right now. He's basically, in some ways, he's like a drug dealer right now. Like this is what they do. They get sponsors. I won't get into it, but just to read this part right here. Unlike external factors such as income, the practice of mindfulness supports lasting happiness. So he's choosing to show us this particular image and this little, saying right here for a reason. He could have chosen to show us all kinds of other little sayings and stuff from the app. He chose this one. That contradicts what you say later on in the video when you say, you're all for a hump, but you'd rather have a hump full of money than a hump full of fat. Because what it's saying here is that unlike external factors such as income, it's saying that mindfulness is more important than money. But then later on you say that money is more important to you than fat. Fat could suggest substance. Right? Secondly, this is wrong. This is full of shit. This app is wrong. It's false. Unfortunately, it's false, at least in the world's current climate, the climate that you and your little Illuminati bastard friends have been creating, where people want money more than anything, more than doing what's right. This is false. So I'll give you an example. I've been to, I don't know how many therapists, plenty. I've taken the medications that they've prescribed to me over the years. I'm off of all of that now. I don't bother with therapists. The last one I talked to, I knew more about how the human mind worked than she did. She got more out of our conversations than I did. She was not really helping me. And that was the case with like the last few therapists. So I've just stopped, unless I can't, the free therapy is, they don't help. Unless I can afford one that's really, really good, like, I don't know, maybe Jordan Peterson level therapist. I don't think it's going to do me any good anymore. And here's the other thing, I'm married to a psychologist. If your wife is worth her salt and knows anything about what she does, she should have told you by now that therapy does not fix everything. Pills don't fix everything. I still scream at the walls, begging for justice for the horrible things that have been done to me by people I should have been able to trust. My own mother, the detective who I, reported my molestation to, who lied in his write-up about what I said to him. Right? Like, these are people that I should be able to take to court, but I can't afford a lawyer. Like, I should have been able to take the hospital to court for the death of my daughter. But the lawyers weren't going to get any money out of it, so they didn't want to take the case on. They said I had a case. They said she shouldn't be dead. She's dead because the hospital dropped the ball and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. But they weren't going to get any money out of it, so nobody wanted to take the case. I can't afford the lawyer to take my mother to court for everything she's done to me, No therapy, no amount of therapy. Trust me, I've tried. No amount of therapy is going to fix that. If that were the case, we wouldn't bother with the justices. We don't have the justice system. We wouldn't bother with judges and juries and courtrooms. We would just amp up our therapy sessions for everybody. Okay? If justice didn't matter, then when you ever watch a case, where a trial where you have a serial rapist or serial murderer or something, and he's on trial, and then his victims or the families of his victims stand up and they get to say something, and they get to say, sometimes they'll say something along the lines of, I forgive you for what you've done. Does the judge just say, oh, well, you know what? It's in that case, you can go, sir. Be on your way. You're free. They forgive you. No. Why? Because justice matters. My feelings for you, your feelings for me, whatever they are, don't matter compared to justice. Compared to you need to be held accountable for raping children, for violating the human rights of others. But you're too much of a coward to hold yourself accountable. I can never respect you. And I can never trust you until you've been held accountable. And really, not, until you hold yourself accountable, which would mean go turn yourself in to the police. Otherwise, you are not worthy of my respect and you're not worthy of my trust. And honestly, I'm a better parent in many ways. I'm a better parent to your kids than you are, because I'm more concerned about their human rights and upholding their humanity than you are. So it's just never going to heal. You understand? Until I have justice. No amount of therapy or working on the self is going to fix some things. Wifey should have explained that to you. And because I don't have any money, gee, hey, you want to give me some money so I can get a lawyer to take people to court? Mister, I'm going to send people to pretend to be her friend and, insinuate themselves into her life. Like the lengths you people have gone to. Mister, I'm going to say, join us, while posing riddles to her in my YouTube videos. You go to all those lengths, but you really don't do anything. You've done nothing except been a source of anxiety to me since I first discovered your existence. Why would I want anything to do with you? You're not my family. Family is not just a source of anxiety and distrust. So, which brings me to point number 3. If the whole, I'm all for a hump, but I'd rather have money over fat in the hump or something like that. If that's some kind of if you're saying a remark on my weight or something, how is that, first of all, how is it any of your fucking business? I can make myself as big as a house or as little as Twiggy. It's none of your business. You will never touch me. Do you understand? Never. And I think you know that. I think you know you're too chicken shit to ever take that kind of initiative. A, and B, because it would have to be by force. Because I will never, ever, ever, ever allow you to touch me. You will never have my permission. Not after everything that's transpired thus far. Are you kidding me? Certainly not when I know that, or I'm 99.9% sure that you have violated children. And you still don't take responsibility for it. You are a little thumb-sucking baby boy. And I'm not attracted to baby boys. I'm attracted to men. Men take responsibility for themselves. You'll never be a man. You might have fooled everyone around you, all your fucking fanatics that think you're so amazing, into thinking that you're a man. But you're not. And just because you might make money and pay bills does not make you a man. Justin Bieber made plenty of money and paid plenty of bills before he even had hair on his balls, didn't he? He was not a man. He was a little boy that had a bunch of money. And that's the same as you. You're a little boy with a bunch of money. That's it. You're a clown. You know how to sing and dance to entertain the masses, so they'll throw their coins at your feet. You don't deserve me. You understand? And you don't deserve those kids. You don't deserve any kids. You don't deserve a spouse. You deserve to be sitting in a prison cell. Maybe then I'll respect you. And that's really only if you put yourself there, instead of just, sitting back and making excuses until you get caught. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Well, I'm planning to make another video about the fucking cow liver, so I'll just say it in there. But yeah, you contradict yourself in this video, and my body mass index is none of your fucking business. It never will be. Go fuck yourself.